my God, that one, that might fit. I'll do that one too. And then that hair. She's gonna come back, there's gonna be nothing here. Hi, my name is Lyric, and I'm going to show you how I become Trixie Mattel. Oh my God, that's so weird, I've always wanted to do that. You guys, oh my God, I am finally here. If you don't know, my name is Lyric. I am the #1 Trixie Mattel impersonator, and I think that it is about time that I show you guys how I become Trixie. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you guys, this is my process of how I get into drag, my history, how I got started, some of my favorite looks, some of my favorite products. We're gonna get into it. So we're gonna spend a little time one-on-one. I'm gonna glue my brows down and I'll be right back. And we're back. I have the brows glued down. Yes, I have to glue down the side of my hair. I'm not bald, so I do have to put glue on the side of my head. We're gonna do one last little layer. Yes, I do lick the glue stick. I don't wanna talk about it, okay? You're not impersonating Trixie Mattel if you're not licking the glue stick, okay? I'm going to use the Maybelline Super Stay pressed powder to really block out the brows. Super full coverage, gone. That brow's gone. And yes, again, like I said, I do have to powder the side of my head. I got hair. Now that I have the brows powdered, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Banana. Y'all know this channel is a Anastasia Beverly Hills powder stan. So we're gonna go in and we're going to set the brows with the powder. Boop, 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 boop. Powder all over the head. Now we're gonna brush off the powder and brows are done. Now, I usually go into foundation. I've been really into the Color Stay foundation. Trixie's used this on a couple of her previous videos and it's really gaggy, it's great. Super full coverage. It dries kind of matte. I mean, there's a little bit of glow to it, but I love it. It's been a long time coming that I've been trying to get in the studio. I got started in COVID. Y'all remember her? Y'all remember that girl, COVID-19? I was playing with the idea of getting into makeup and I always kind of wanted to do makeup, but I never really I guess knew how. During COVID, I was really depressed, as were a bunch of other people during COVID. And we were on lockdown, there was no toilet paper. I was in my house one day and I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across Trixie's NYX Cosmetics video. And that was my first ever YouTube video that I watched of her. It was so funny and the makeup was just so cool and just like this rainbow pride Trixie eye. And I really wanted to try it. And I had no makeup experience prior. So at the time I messaged one of my friends and I was like, what's concealer? Like, what foundation do I use? What's eyeshadow? Like, I had no idea about brushes, anything. So I go to Target and I drop, I don't know, probably like $150 on foundation and eyeshadow and brushes. And I thought I was going to absolutely murder it. I thought I was gonna be so good at it. I was like, easy, I watched her do it. Let's just say it was not easy. Paint the ears, okay? And that was right around the time of Halloween. And I wanted to do Trixie for Halloween. So I had this single stack blonde wig made. And so I reached out to a wig maker, Billy Lamore. Hi, Billy. And he made me my very first ever Trixie wig. I went on Amazon, bought this little $20 go-go dress outfit on Amazon and some white go-go boots. When I tell you, I flopped at the Trixie makeup. I did the entire makeup with one brush. Don't go looking for the photo. You're never gonna find the photo. The photo is burned, it's in the vault. You could not tell me that I was not the hottest person in West Hollywood. I wasn't. I just keep beating my face. I'm just like talking and just like pounding my face with this sponge, not even really paying attention. So we're gonna put down the foundation for now. So yeah, I tried Trixie makeup again. Got some nicer outfits, kept practicing the makeup, and decided to go out on WeHo again. There are photos of that day. I don't know what kind of friends that I have that let me go out looking like I looked, but I thought I was the hottest person alive. So we're gonna go in with I do mix kind of foundation. So I got my base foundation down. Now I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna pre-highlight. So I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. This is in 210, just to kind of like start building a highlight. It really helps when I go in and do my powders later. And I've noticed, and I feel like every single time I do Trixie makeup, I do get better and better. And it's funny, I will actually copy, please. If Trixie changes something in her makeup, like if she changes her brow shape, or if she does a little bit less eyeshadow or a smaller liner, I'll try to go in and just apply that to my makeup application. And I just try to stay as current as possible. So my makeup does change just like hers. And now we're going to go in, probably one of my favorite parts of Trixie makeup is we're gonna go into like the eyeliner shape. And again, she used to draw like isosceles triangles on her face. Now she's doing like this, you know, baby wing, I guess. That's my new drag name, baby wing. By the way, do you guys like my Trixie and Katya shirt? This is from a Target Pride collection like 3 years ago. Target, rich. But it's my makeup like get ready shirt. Every queen has like those like makeup outfits. Anyways, we're gonna go in with my favorite black liner. Now I've used the NYX, I've used the One Size, I've used Gaga's House Labs liner, but this is the Il Maquillage liner, and it is black. It is sharp, it is black, and I love it. So this is my new like eyeliner staple. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna like kind of draw a little base shape here. And again, it looks messy, but it's okay because it's really just like a template. Just kind of like that, just like a little, you know, little baby wing. Right now we're gonna see if we can make these symmetrical because we all know this is the channel of symmetry. That's another thing people will always say. They'll see me in person and they'll be like, your eyes are symmetrical, your brows are symmetrical, your nose is straight, you can't be Trixie. Well, they said it, not me. Okay, you know who you are. We're gonna just try to make these somewhat related. I will say that this Trixie Cosmetics hand mirror does make the job very easy. You know, just kind of like a little eye shape. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's good, right? God, are those even at all symmetrical? No, they're not, my God. That's fine, that's fine. We're gonna continue. So now that I have the eyeliner on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and apply my eyeshadow. So one of my favorite products to use for eyeshadow is the Scepter palette by Be Perfect and the Vivian. It has literally everything in it, and you can clearly see that I've used that brown one to hell. So we're gonna go in with this color called Pink Lady. Like Trixie does, I apply the eyeshadow on top of wet foundation because I use it as like a primer. And I'm using this Trixie Cosmetics brush. I don't know what coat it is because I've used mine to absolute hell, but it's that giant like cat paw brush. And it is so great for just getting the eyeshadow on, and it blends it out really nicely. I've always said, if you are starting drag, it's not always about nice makeup. Sure, nice makeup helps, but having nice tools is really key when doing makeup. You can make bad makeup look really good if you have nice tools. And you can see how this eyeshadow brush just kind of like buffs out the eyeshadow. It's so nice. Something that I do when applying a pink eyeshadow, you don't want it to all look one color, right? So what I'll do then is I'll go in and I'll deepen it a little bit. So I'm gonna go into this Marsha color and I'm just gonna add a little bit of depth to it just to add some dimension. So just a little bit of dimension, and then I'll go in and I'll just kind of buff out again. There. I'm gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills A5 blending brush, and I don't always do this, but I feel like today this is the move. And this is just gonna kind of like soften the edges a little bit. That's kind of a nice shape right there, right? So now that the top is on, we're going to go back and we're gonna just kind of re-wet under the eyes again, just to make sure that this eyeshadow really sticks. And we're gonna use the Plague Pigments from Trixie Cosmetics. This color is in Finish Her, and we're gonna use that to go under the eye and just kind of like snatch it up. And we're just gonna go up. Now, it doesn't take much. That's really all that it takes. And we're just gonna start blending that out. So a little bit about me, how I got started in drag. Like I said, started on Halloween. I actually met somebody who is, I guess, my drag mother now. They were the first person to put me in drag. Alejandro. Hi, Alejandro. Alejandro the Queen. Went over to his house and did makeup. He got me my very first ever performance in Santa Monica. Before I did it, I did message Trixie, and I was like, because I always want to be respectful. And I was like, hey, like I'm doing this gig and I'm doing you. I want to make sure that's okay. I want to ask permission. And of course, she was super supportive. I was like, yeah, go ahead and do it. So my very first number I ever did was Malibu, my absolute favorite song ever, I guess. Not just Trixie song, probably my favorite song ever. It's just so lively, so positive. If you see her perform it, she does this like 3-part reveal. I wanted to do that, and so I messaged Amy Sarazan, who is her costumer. And I was like, hey, you know, I want to perform this number and I want to do her Malibu look. And I know you made it. Where did you get the material? Like, I had no idea when it came to sewing. I had no idea what fabrics to use. I didn't have a machine. And so I went to Amazon, bought a machine and made her Malibu look. So it was a 3-part tearaway. So I made that, did my very first performance, and it was so much fun, you guys. I did knock over someone's champagne bottle though, so I do apologize. Sorry to that lady. In that moment, I was like, this is fun. Like, this is what I want to do. Okay, so we have the play pigments on here. I mean, I think it looks pretty good, right? We're gonna go with this little open eye shape today. I don't know. We're gonna move into brows. Brows are a struggle bus. She has been doing this like smaller, like, I don't know, longer brow now. So I'm gonna try to emulate that. It's either gonna go really well, it's gonna go really bad, and we're gonna flop here on the channel today. So let's say a prayer. I'm gonna go in with another Trixie brush. Again, guys, I have used all of these brushes to absolute hell. They stay together and they're so well made. Like, no shedding, it's great. So we're gonna go in and we're going to just kind of draw a brow on here, and I demand utter silence when I'm doing this, okay? So we're gonna add a little bit of eyeshadow. Oh yeah. So prior to seeing Trixie on YouTube, I actually went to my first ever drag con. It was the year right before COVID, I believe. It was the year she rode in on the lipstick. And my first ever drag con, didn't really have any experience with drag queens. And I saw her line was like, I don't know, 5 hours long. And I was like, I mean, I'm not waiting 5 hours to meet someone. I didn't get it. I was like, what's so special? Fast forward, karma got me good, bitch. I had never seen any of her YouTube stuff. This was pre-COVID, so I hadn't discovered her YouTube channel yet. So I didn't meet her, you know, after that. That's when I really discovered her YouTube channel. But now I see why people like her so much. Oh God, are these brows in any way symmetrical? No, it's fine. If you're drawing on symmetrical brows, you're not really doing Trixie Mattel makeup, okay? Okay, we have the brows on. I mean, they're kind of symmetrical, I think. I have good brow days and I have bad brow days. I'm gonna sketch around the brows. I've been using this Revlon Color Stay. It's really, really good concealer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of sketch around the brows with this off camera, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna have brows. And we're back, we have brows on. Next, I am going to do some of my highlighting. Look at this, it's in a bag, so professional. The Krylon paint stick, mine doesn't even have a lid. It's really, really, really disgusting. So we're gonna go in and we're going to just kind of add some highlight here, just like that. And we're done. That's the video. See you later. We're gonna go in now. We're gonna use this Trixie Cosmetics Heart Sponge, and we're just gonna kind of blend everything out. We're just gonna blend it up. And again, this looks kind of crazy right now. The thing about Trixie makeup is that it looks crazy until it's done. You really just kind of have to trust the process. I wanted to share with you guys how I met Trixie. This was after DragCon. I was in West Hollywood at one of my favorite bars, the Bayou. I was with my friends at the bar, and I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw Trixie's story, and I saw that she was across the street at Pump. Rest in peace. And I looked at my phone and I dropped it. I was like, we gotta go. We have to go right now. My friends are like, what's happening? Like, what's wrong? And I go, Trixie's across the street. We have to go right now. And they're like, okay, fine, we'll go. So me being a f***ing creeper, I go across the street, I walk in, and she's sitting right in the middle with Lisa Vanderpump, Iggy Azalea, and it was so weird. It was the very first time I'd actually ever seen her in person out of drag. You know, I wanted to meet her, but I didn't want to intrude. So me, being a creeper, I go inside the bar, and I'm like watching her from afar. I'm like, oh my God, Trixie's right there. She's over there. And I was gonna wait for her to like get up and go to the bathroom, because I don't know, you're with Lisa and Iggy. I didn't want to like disturb you. So I waited at the table, and I waited, and then they started getting up, and my friend's like, you have to go now. This is your chance. Like, go talk to her. So I go over. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I have her eyes tattooed on my arm. So I have the classic Trixie and I have her grown-up to her eye, which actually isn't far from the makeup I'm doing today, which is actually kind of funny. I didn't actually plan on that. And I was standing in the corner, like offering her peripheral vision, and I was just like, hi, it's me. She recognized it because I had tagged her in it before and she commented on it. But she got up and she just like gave me this huge hug. And I was like, I'm so sorry to bother you, but can I get a picture with you? She goes, absolutely. So the picture is actually on my Instagram. It's pinned right in the very top. It was this beautiful moment of, I don't know, like, I felt like I was meeting God. I don't know. Is that weird? I don't know. I felt like I was meeting like a gay god. So I'm gonna go in and just kind of like shape the face with this tan 68. And then I'm gonna go in and like deepen it with this tan 72. So like I was saying, met her at Pump, and fast forward like, I don't know, maybe 4 months, she announced the Trixie and Katya tour. Went to the tour in LA. Great show. If you got a chance to see it, lucky for you. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you missed out. So went to the tour in LA, and I got the meet and greet and walked up to the meet and greet, showed her my tattoo, immediately recognized who I was, and, you know, talked about it. Sat next to her, took the picture. She was in this giant like side pony hair with this 60s vintage like yellow dress with these matching earrings, these giant like white thigh-high boots. It was my favorite look she's ever done, I have to say. I mean, there's a lot of favorite looks that she's done over the years of mine, but I think that one was just so cool. And I was like, I wanna make that look. She went on the second leg of her Trixie and Katya tour. I had this idea of walking in to a meet and greet as her in that outfit from the first leg of her tour. So I messaged Amy and she told me where to get the fabric. I contacted the Etsy seller. I bought the last 2 yards of this 60s vintage fabric. I contacted Wig Chapel, Hi Wig Chapel, and they made me they recreated the hair, this giant side pony, and I bought the boots, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk into that meet and greet and I'm gonna gag her. So I'm sure you guys have seen the video. It did go viral. She absolutely died. And I don't think in the history of the Trixie and Katya tour, anybody's ever made Katya run out of the room. I walked in and Katya's like, oh God, there's 2 of them. I gotta get out of here. I walked in as her, and that was honestly the moment I think where Lyric was born. Went to the show in drag, this giant blonde wig on. I did make some people mad, but I was kind of watching the show like this, trying to be as respectful as I could. I was waiting outside the venue, had like a giant line. It was like a meet and greet. I had like a line of like 50 people at one point. It was so funny. So now we're gonna go in with this tan 72 color, and we're just gonna go in and we're going to add some depth here to these cheeks, just because with Trixie makeup, you don't want it all one color. And adding these little tiny details like this, it's really what gets people to come up to you in person and be like, wow, your makeup's really good. So we're just gonna go in and we're just gonna deepen we're gonna put it in the pocket, like Brandon says, deepen the contour on the side. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to draw that white worm and that chocolate pudding. Kind of just contour down the nose. So now I'm gonna go in back with that Revlon concealer. We're gonna add that white worm. And this is the part where it takes extreme concentration. This is also the part where I decide if I want to be how good of a Trixie impersonator I want to be. Do I want to draw the nose on straight, or do I want to draw the nose on slightly crooked? Like I said, everyone's always like, your nose is straight. You're not Trixie. You can't be Trixie. Your nose is straight. Well, you're right. Just kind of like that. So now, probably one of my favorite parts of doing the makeup is cutting the cheek. I don't know, there's something so relaxing and mesmerizing about it. We're gonna take that Revlon Color Stay concealer and we're just gonna cut the cheek. Did you guys go to Solid Pink Disco? Who had the chance to go to Solid Pink Disco? I went to the opening of it, the very first one ever in Los Angeles, and she came out, again, in one of my favorite looks she's ever done. She came out in that like disco ball paint splatter dress, which I have also recreated. It was so much fun. She is doing another Solid Pink Disco in Australia. So if you didn't get the chance to go, I really highly suggest getting your passport and then flying to Australia to go see the show, because it's amazing. Now we're just gonna take a little sponge here and we're just gonna blend it down and we're just gonna cut the cheek. Isn't it like, I don't know, I feel like this is the moment in the makeup where I really start to like, I don't know, it's just so cool. I don't know. So we're just gonna blend it down. So we're gonna go in now, we're gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Banana. Now with setting powder, I've realized you really wanna take the time to marry it. Marry the foundation, marry the concealer, marry that powder actually to your skin. Really get in there and like press it, and it really does change the outcome. I really do love the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do not have a sickening supply, so I had to go buy this new one today. I'm gonna take one of these just like big brushes and I'm gonna just brush off all of that excess powder I mean, the skin does look really good. I'm gonna go back in with the Scepter palette and I'm just gonna like reapply some more color on top. And that's just gonna bring these colors just kind of back to life. See how that just adds a little bit of like dimension? So now we're gonna go in and we're gonna recontour. So we're gonna go in with the One Size face powder. You guys wanna talk about a good face powder? This is in dark 3. This is the Turn Up the Base powder. Ooh, God, that is dark. That is dark, but you know, it's okay. If you guys aren't cutting your cheek with a 4x6 of Trixie Cosmetics, are you actually doing drag? See, doesn't that just like, whew, just adds a little bit of dimension there? Yes, 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 yes. Contour the neck, bring that down so everything is all kind of cohesive. I'm gonna contour back down the nose. Little side note, did you guys watch Season 8, Episode 2? I was actually on that episode and I actually think that it was appropriate. It was titled Theft, which, little offended. It's not theft if the permission is granted, okay? But some of the really cool things, this is it in Milwaukee, had me there for a live Snatch game. They had me for 9 of 1,000 Trixies, which you can watch in this video. There's been so many cool things that I've been able to do. It's been so wild. If you just dedicate yourself and you persist and you just stick with what you're passionate about, things can happen. You know, hard work pays off. I mean, we're in the studio, right? Like, I would have never thought that would have been able to happen. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy. It's really crazy that the opportunities that I've gotten to have. So we're gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix powder. This is in N3. We're gonna re-highlight under the eyes, down here, under the cheekbone, just to add some dimension and some color. We're gonna go up the nose here, and then we're just gonna dust it off. Something else that I've been doing, something I've noticed that Trixie has been doing as well, she has been doing white shadow, I guess white pressed powder under the eyes, and I've been really trying to do that. I really like how that photographs. This is the Kimchi Chic Beauty in Almost Catfished, and we're gonna just press that under my eyes. It's really beautiful, and it really makes everything pop. I'm actually gonna take that Kimchi Chic Beauty, and I'm gonna put that right under the brow bone just to add a little bit of lift. You guys, I haven't talked about this yet, but when I'm in Trixie drag, the level of dedication that I go to, I will stand like her. I'll even hold a tropical Red Bull. If I finish the Red Bull, I'll hold the empty can just to like stay in character. It's wild. I even wear the same perfume as her. So when I first met her, she had this beautiful smelling perfume on. I was like, what is that? She goes, it's Perfect by Marc Jacobs. When I put that perfume on, it really just completes the fantasy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and do my eyes now. I unfortunately am out of my white hotline because I use it every single time I'm in Trixie drag. So I brought the KVD brow pomades in whiteout. This next to Hotline is, in my opinion, one of the best eyeliners, white gel liners on the market. This is the part of the makeup where you really can't afford to mess it up. So I need extreme. I need everybody here, everybody. I need everybody to be completely silent. I can't hear you, but I need complete silence on your side of the video. So we're just gonna we're gonna go in and we're just gonna kind of like sketch the white liner. I'm just going around the template. You guys, honorable mention, Amy Sarazan, who makes a majority of Trixie's things, has been so helpful and so generous with her assistance and information when it comes to Trixie costumes. I do make a majority of my own costumes. If I ever want to make something, I just message Amy and I'm like, hey, I really want to make this costume. You know, where did you get it? Where'd you get the fabric? And she's been so nice and so helpful. So all of my stuff, it's all authentic Trixie fabric. So I try to stay as authentic to the character as possible. Honestly, without Amy's help, none of this would be possible. You guys, Pit Stop. Okay, let me tell you about Pit Stop. If you guys don't know, Ali Wong was on the Pit Stop recently, and I was contacted to put her in Trixie drag. Let me tell you something. Putting somebody else, let alone a beautiful biological woman in Trixie makeup, is a lot different than doing makeup on yourself, okay? But she was so nice, she was so sweet. It was so much fun getting to work with Pit Stop. Everyone was so nice. Getting to work with Ali, who I absolutely love. Hi, Ali. It was so much fun. It'll probably go down as one of my favorite things I've ever done in my drag, I guess, career. So much fun, so much fun. So if you haven't seen it, go watch the Pit Stop. So now I am going to go in with this NYX Epic Wear White Gel Liner. Now, contrary to what Trixie said in her previous video where she had never used this before, she is a liar. And I don't want to say she's a liar.
She is.
Okay. She recommended this product to me. We were shooting something about a year ago together, and I was doing my white line over here, and she goes, no, use this. So this is actually really, really good stuff. So thank you, Trixie, for telling me about this. So it's literally just gonna take it, and I'm just gonna draw a white line there. So easy. See, isn't that just so rewarding? It's so cool. I don't know, just a whoosh. It's my favorite part. So I'm gonna step off camera now. I'm gonna do this side to this side, and we'll be right back. And we're back, clap, clap, clap. See, I impersonate her voices too. So now that we have the white liner on, I did off camera, I did add some dimension. I add a little bit of black shadow here, just kind of blended it just to add something. We're gonna go back and we're gonna trace the eyeliner shape. So we're gonna go back in with the Il Maquillage liner again. So good. For the viewers here, has anybody had the opportunity, has anybody like ran into me or like in WeHo or anybody? If you have met me, if we've taken a picture or something, comment below or message me on Instagram. I like engaging with people. You know, if I've met you, I want to talk to you. I want to say hi. I have been fortunate enough to not get a cease and desist yet. So until that day comes, I will keep doing this. Everyone always asks me, you know, are you gonna do your own thing? Are you gonna develop Lyric? Who is Lyric? Well, right now, Lyric is Trixie, right? I have so much fun being somebody else. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna stick with that for now on. You know, like I said, until I get the cease and desist, we're gonna keep dressing up as Trixie Mattel. So I actually forgot a step. Shame on me. It's the pressure of being in the studio. I'm gonna set this lid with a play pigment. This is in Funhouse. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on just a little brush, and I'm gonna set this lid with green just to add some color. It's all gonna make sense later. When you see the outfit, it's all gonna make sense. So now that I have this lid on in green, I'm gonna add a little bit more color to it with the Perfect palette. I'm gonna go in this color called Waste. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna push this waste color into the play pigment, and that is going to give me my lid. Love that, love her. I'm gonna do this side to this side, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have the black like eyeliner back on, what I'm gonna do is, it helps to like just draw in these corners here with the black liner, just because if you get in there with a brush, it's really difficult to keep the lines like sharp. So now we're gonna go in with the Hotline, the black gel liner, and we're going to fill it in. If you don't have Hotline, if you don't know, it's an amazing black liner. I like to like blow on mine a little bit, breathe on it, just to like warm it up, because it does go on very buttery, but I feel like it helps it go on if you blow a little bit. You have to be very precise, because if that black crosses the boundary of where that green is, it's all over. Who went to DragCon this year? Did you guys go to DragCon LA? This year, I did her solid pink disco look. She had like that like stone studded jacket on with like that corset. So I did that this year. Who went? It was so much fun. This is the moment where Trixie starts to come out. So I'm gonna step off camera. We're gonna do this black liner to this side, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Now I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop Level Up Lengthening Mascara. I've never used this mascara before because I did forget mine at home. So thank God I'm in a studio that houses a drag queen and has tons of free makeup. So thank you, Trixie, for allowing me to rummage through your PR. So now that the mascara is on, I think the eyes are pretty much done. The brow is a little high today. We're not gonna take it off and do it again. One thing I am gonna do to the brow though, I do like to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. This is in color Ginger Snap. It's a little warm. It's not so dark brown. It's a really kind of a golden auburn. Just to add a little, again, detail. It's the little tiny things. When people get up close, they're like, you drew fake brows onto your forehead, you psycho? And I'm like, yeah, I did. I feel like this does need a little bit more lift under the brow. So we're gonna go back in with this Kimchi Chic Beauty, and we're just gonna add underneath the brow for a little bit more lift. I think the next step is really lips. If you've never experimented with makeup forever, they make amazing, amazing lip pencils. So I'm gonna go in with this color here called Completely Sepia, and I'm going to just kind of draw on my Trixie mouth here. Just a sensible lip, just, you know, just a baby lip. So that's kind of like the general shape we're going for. I don't know. Now I do my lips a little differently. We're gonna go in with the Maybelline Superstay in Loyalist. This color, it's so good. It's so good. Trixie uses it all the time. I use it all the time. It's really, really good. It's like this nude, like peachy color. It's so beautiful. But now we're gonna go in and we're gonna blend the edges. So I go in, I take this Trixie Cosmetics brush. This is a P06. It's like a blending brush, and that's what I use to just like blend these edges here and just like marry the lip liner to the color. I've already done kind of like my blending of like the inner layer. Now I'm gonna go at my outer layer and I'm gonna draw it again. So this color is in Anywhere Caffeine, and then I'll go back and I'll blend it again. I'm gonna go back in with the KVD Brow Pomade, and I'm going to just add a little bit to the center. I'm gonna highlight the lips just for a little bit of a lip highlight. I don't know, I think I like it, it's really pretty. So I'm going in here with my Scepter palette, and I'm gonna add some of this blush here to the front. And then I'm actually gonna go in with some of this pink eyeshadow, the same eyeshadow that I use for my eyes. I'm gonna add that to the top here, and that's gonna give me kind of like a gradient. So like a lighter pink to a darker pink in the very top. And then I'm gonna just kind of put that in the pocket here as well and just bring that up. Oh yeah, that's really beautiful. Love that, love her. I'm going to go put the hair on. I'm going to go put the lashes on, and I'm gonna come back and Trixie will be here. You thought I was on break, bitch. She's back. You guys, this is the final look. I don't know, what do you guys think? This is me as Trixie. You guys got to see kind of my routine. I do want to give a shout out to these lashes. These are from That's Too Gay. Amazing, amazing paper lashes. Small business, please support them. Hair by the beautiful Fina Barbital. Also, you guys, this outfit, this is an Amy Sarazan recreation. So probably recognize it. She's done a couple shots in it. She's filmed some things in this leotard. She did a meet and greet. She was recently just on Jimmy Kimmel doing reading to children in this outfit. You guys, well, this is the final look. I just have to say thank you so much to Trixie for allowing me to, I guess, emanate you and always being supportive and never telling me no, for changing my life, I guess. So thank you so much. Thank you to Trixie Cosmetics. Thank you to Obsessed International. Thank you to Pit Stop. And thank you to Nick, the editor, for putting up with all my shenanigans. I'm sure I've forgotten a bunch of people. Thank you to everybody who has constantly supported me throughout my career when I look bad and when I look this good. So again, thank you guys so much for having me. If you guys want to follow me, you can find me on Instagram at Landon and Lyric. This is it. So we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Lyric, what are you doing?
Shh, stop. She's never gonna know. There's so much hair, there's so many outfits. Shh.
I don't think I can let you do that.
It's fine. Stop. She's really fine. Don't worry about it. Bye.